Welcome back to the channel here at Camo Crappie, and we have a wonderful episode for you today. We were back on Dell Hollow and we were casting to these late summer crappie, as you can see here, fishing in 30 foot of water. But before we get too into the video, we want to remind you to like, subscribe, and share these videos. If you not already subscriber, it doesn't cost anything. You just go up there and push the subscribe button. It sure helps us out. Like we say, subscribers make the YouTube world go round, and we sure do appreciate all the community support. And we did hit 1,000 subs, which I thought that was a great milestone. Done that right at a year of putting videos out. So thanks to everyone who has subscribed and watched our videos and all the positive feedback. We sure do appreciate it. And actually, this video is based mostly on casting. I believe I've still got the I'm casting right there. I've got my smaller rod, and I do have like maybe one or two clips where I did use a straight pole and jig fish just a hair, but the majority of this video is going to be casting. Like I said, before we dove too much into the video, I said that we were going to do a drawing a couple of videos back, and we have done that. And congratulations to William Garner. That is that was the name on your comment. But William, if you will shoot us an email at camocrappie@gmail.com, our email address, or get in contact with us, we need to get your address and some information from you so we can ship out those products to you. So congratulations, Mr. Garner. And let's go ahead and start getting into this video. So today's video, we've got a ton of live scope footage, but you're going to see that we don't always see our bait and the brush pile at the same time as we do as much as in jigging. You can see those baits coming in. Actually, it's just one bait coming in right there. I'm using a 1/32 ounce head, and then I'm using a 1/16 ounce worm weight above it, and I have it pegged. And I will be doing a video in the upcoming weeks showing you some of these setups. I have been extremely busy this past week and did not get to add that in. I intended on trying to get that into this video, but it did not work out. We practiced yesterday on green. You see, here comes some good fish out there. And he had it on. You seen, and I never did. Can't remember if I felt that or not. So another pretty good fish. You see, putting in a good fight there. But went yesterday and practiced on green. We debated on going back to Dale, but they had a Kentucky Crappie trail, the Kentucky Crappie Club, the Green River Division. They hosted their first tournament of this upcoming season, and it was on green, and decided to jump in that, and I fished it with Mr. Kenny Patterson. And those of you who have watched our show, y'all know and have seen Kenny in some of the episodes, and we fished it together, and we were very blessed that we were able to get on several fish. Actually saw a lot of good signatures today, and some of them turned out to be bass. At one time had about a 3.5 to 4 pound largemouth hooked up, but I put a lot of pressure on it, let it pull off. I was more worried about catching crappie than I was the old green fish. And you see right there, I dug a little too deep into that brush pile. I ended up having to donate a jig head to it there. But yeah, we were very fortunate. Ended up with over 7.5 pounds and was able to take first. And a slew of really good anglers and guys that definitely put in, had some strong weights, especially for as hot as it's been, and it being this time of year, you know, I didn't put a fish in the boat yesterday over 3/4 of a pound, I don't think, which I kind of saved some of my, what I felt like was my better spots, knowing that I didn't want to mess with those fish too much. But even so, checking other areas, me and my dad there, we're fishing here on Dale on this video, but we went to Green yesterday. Caught a ton of fish, just nothing of any size, but luckily me and Kenny were able to started before sunup, and were able to boat some really nice fish. So we were tickled. Had a 2-pounder and also had one that was like a 1.3, 1.4. It was a good fish as well, and then rounded out enough to get us 7.5 pounds. But we were tickled with that, and that's one of the reasons why I didn't get to add in some of the other, or make a video for showing this type of setup. But I will get it showed up. But what it is we're using 7-foot rods. We're using 12-pound braided line, and then we're using about an 8-pound fluorocarbon leader. Probably about less than 3 feet, but probably right around 2 feet a leader. And then we tie well, actually we don't tie it. We run a 16th ounce worm bullet sinker, just a very small sinker, but we peg it as opposed to wrapping it. I've found that seems to help better. I like using it more so than a split shot or something like that. But you see, we know that you've seen our baits as they went kind of into the pile there. With a little, you know, it's not a real windy day. There is just enough little chop to kind of keep the boat moving around. So what you'll do is you'll make your initial pitch onto the fish, and you'll make that initial pitch, and then you kind of see that your bait gets close just like we did there. And then once you do that, you kind of wait to feel a bite or pressure, different change. But having a ton of fun. You see we're just letting those baits kind of slide in, and in these clips here we're actually zoomed out. Normally we like to be at 30, we're zoomed out to about 35-40 feet. You can see we're just bringing in fish and having a big time. And I kind of sped up through this because there was a lot of clips that I left out just because we caught so many fish, and I tried to get us to the bigger ones. But you see this pile here is just full of fish, and we're just picking them off one by one. And now watch this. A little better fish. Golly.
Fish came right out of there.
Yeah, we did. Yeah. A little more what we want. Make Mama happy. But yeah, being able to boat some definitely some quality fish there, and this was kind of a neat day. Like you see, I don't keep a lot of fish. I've been a lot of times I just eat like baked chicken and stuff like that, so I'll eat fish, but I'm just not real big on fried foods. So my mother, she was wanting some fish, so we said, well, we'll keep some. We put a cooler there, and we ate them the next day, and they sure were good. I cannot argue with that. But there's short fish, just kind of showing you some of the live scope stuff. But here we go, and you can see I pitched in there, And you can't really see my bait. I saw my line there at about 8 feet. There it comes in. So see, it's falling in there. Actually, I can't remember. Yeah, there's the bigger fish coming right there. Right there it was. You can see it kind of rising up. But you can definitely see it was a much better signature. I'll go ahead and let you listen to the exchange here.
Put that phone down. Yeah! Told you.
I had to drop that phone and get the net. He just caught a whale. Yeah, it's a crappie, and it's a big one too. I've caught one keeper. He's caught the rest of keepers, but this is probably made 3 of the one I killed.
Those are pretty good fish.
Yeah.
Woohoo!
Get out of the way of the camera.
Tell Mama she's gonna be like Zelly. She's gonna be famous.
Mama, Josh said, you're gonna be like Zelly. You're gonna be famous.
Where's it?
You're gonna be famous. Had your voice when you landed that whopper of a fish.
You gotta set the hook a little bit more. There you go.
I ain't sure he ever got off.
You might not have. You might not have. That's what you call catching fish. There's some people that get them to bite.
He didn't bite.
No, you hooked him.
He's not a keeper, is he?
No. There's a lot of people that can catch them in the mouth. I have yet to see very many people that can do what you just did.
That's the tough part of it. See, at Green River Lake, I catch them smaller than that, so I don't know.
What did he throw at you?
Look at there, he got a man in his mouth. Look.
Pretty good sized manatee, ain't it? Yeah, I see it. And you want to know why they're eating these baits?
Yeah.
Well, yeah, I was going to show it to the camera. It's okay. Don't worry about it. Don't worry about it. It's okay. Did what? Did you get them?
Nope. Missed both of them.
They come out. Which glasses were they?
You can see right there at like
Are
6
they
foot,
$100
that's them going down, which I haven't noticed them yet.
See, I bet you I can find them on the live scope going down. Yeah, there they go down.
And then right there they are
Right there,
at
they're
18
22
feet
down.
with the bubbles. So luckily they were
Look
not
at
a,
them. Look at them
I don't
bubbling.
think a prescription pair. But I hated that he lost
No,
those
they're-
glasses, but it was kind of
they
funny.
weren't
We
my
was
best ones,
seen them
that's
going
why I
down on the live scope.
I'll have to remember to show that you losing your glasses and us seeing them on live scope. Oh, that's funny.
Yeah, it's probably on that camera.
I know, that's what I'm saying.
Down.
I got it on video. Oh yeah, this one's gonna eat too. Could just drop straight down. See what happens? Please slow it there. We're going with it. Now stop. Come up. How'd you, Billy? Game that time. Put him in here. There you go. I don't need no live scope.
Okay, and I'm gonna make this pitch. And see that it's out there at 30 feet. See it kind of coming down right there, 30 some feet. There's just 2 dots. If you'll see, there's gonna be a signature show up. Just a second. I may have missed it. Right here it comes. See it right there? and then boom, there it is. And jumping out of the water,
Do what?
and we was just having a ball.
Easy. This is may not come out till the smallmouth.
Easy.
Yeah. Feel like it's not fair.
You love it all, don't you?
I don't care. I like catching all of them.
Uh-oh.
He saw the boat, I guess. Look at him.
Yeah. Uh-oh.
You gotta let him play out.
Yeah.
Look at him get that bowl doubled over.
Yeah, I know it.
We're capturing, so that's good. You ready? Oh, 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 oh. I don't want you going that way. Don't jump again. Don't want him jumping. I want him to stay right here under the boat. Now you're off. Whoop, 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 whoop. Second. Right there. Scoop. There you go.
Say a fish.
Pretty good little brown fish.
I'd say a fish.
Or
Yeah.
as they like to call it, that's a smallmouth, not to be confused with the other fish. Yeah, I sometimes call them a little brown fish.
Awesome. Get yourself on.
Yeah, I'll get it in a second. Do you know where it is?
Yeah, I know.
All right. Normally, I'd make a cast of it.
You can see making that big long cast out there to 35 feet. Just watching it go down, and I'm actually, and I'll move. You can see it moving. I'm panning left to right. Here they come. Let me get on there now. But I pan left to right a lot of times as I'm into that cast, just so then I make sure I'm getting the best picture. I want to know if I see, if I move it to the right and it begins to fade, then I know that most of it's to the left, or if I move it to the left and it's not getting brighter and it's beginning to fade, then I know it's to the right. So I'm constantly just kind of panning. I've heard it described like a flashlight, and because you just have a 20-degree cone, so if you think of it as like a flashlight as to how it's moving, and what you're seeing is with the flashlight, that's also like the live scope beam, it's just showing you what's in that 20-degree cone. So you can see it's real faint right there, probably about 20 feet, 14 feet out, 20 feet down. But I'm fishing. I know that my bait is in the strike zone, but I can't necessarily see anything. And I'm just kind of fishing it out. And I missed him. But look, there comes another one. I don't know which one's me and which one's Dad, to be honest with you. We'll find out here shortly. One of us set the hook. One of us is in right under the trolling motor, and the other one was just out just past. Okay.
Ooh, easy.
So I guess I was the one that was a little bit further out. Oh, do we have a double? We do have a double. That's awesome. So I had to abandon mine. His was a lot better. And I did a kind of a poor net job there. I think that was the one that I didn't do as well. But we got the fish in, and he caught that, and we was both having a big time.
Boy, that was a poor net job, wasn't it?
Spooked him.
It did. It scared him, didn't it? The bait done
My
come up.
bait done come out.
Yeah, you definitely beat me on that dabble. Let's see here. Let me grab that scale and get your picture with it. So was that one fun?
That was fun. It made me nervous there. I don't want to lose this one.
I didn't want you to. Big fish right in there. Big fish alert. Can you catch it? Pressure's on. You going now? You look small. After you caught that one.
But he's a pretty good fish for Green River Lake, man.
Oh yeah, big keeper on green. Little joker. Yeah, hold on. You gonna wait to see if mine goes where it's supposed to be? Yeah, you need to be just a hair right of mine. Yeah, you got one. Stayed right over there.
Yeah, but that. Taking left.
Four. Hurry.
I was chasing. I was chasing you. I could.
Oh, give me next on that one. That was pretty good. I thought I should have boat flipped him.
Yeah.
Oh, he just barely
That's a
did.
good one.
Ain't bad. Watch out, watch out. You still got my bait. Hold on. Thank you.
Couldn't find the net.
Oh, that one ain't bad. Not bad. Let's see what that.
Like hit it.
Yeah, I think it's a bluegill. I told you.
Yeah.
I have big fish and I have little fish. Would you look at that? I've caught fish today that would eat this fish.
Yeah.
You want to touch it? That is like the little blue amp.
So we've been, and as you see, we're both just casting to these fish, and that's, you know, other than just a couple clips early on, that was how we caught the most of it. And it was a blast. Anytime you can, you know, have those fish out there a little bit of ways to where you're making a cast to them, you get to fight them a little bit more. And these fish put up a great, you know, they put up a great fight and had just a big time. But I guess trying to give you some tips on setting up on these. I mean, of course, number one thing is boat control. Just being able to, no matter whether it's dead still or windy, it's like, I don't know if any of you have ever backed a trailer or a wagon, but one of the big things is just not to overcompensate. That's the same thing whenever you're using your boat. Today's a great day. This is not hard. There's not a lot of wind, but even on days where it's dead calm, sometimes that can be hard because you'll use too much trolling motor to go forward, and these things just don't have brakes. So
GoPro, stop.
we kind of set off of it, and you'd even see sometimes we'd be casting out to the left or we'd be casting out to the right. You just get a good picture of it, and a lot of it's just getting a feel for it. I fished with a buddy of mine over on Cumberland, and it was I was casting some, and I had done some casting, but went with him, and he was just very proficient at making good casts just from looking at the way his trolling motor was pointing, and that just comes from practice. And I could tell that I definitely got a lot better at making those same kind of casts over the last 3 weeks. And what I tell Dad is just to cast right on top of mine, because I'd cast, find my jig. Of course, you use that braided line. You can find your line a lot of times, so I'd be like, just cast right on top of me. But a lot of times we were getting bit, and we weren't seeing the bite on the live scope. And I mean, y'all seen the videos. A lot of times I'm seeing fish come to it, and I may never feel it. I'm just setting the hook on what I'm seeing from that. But it's just a blast just getting out there to fish. We appreciate you watching the video, and we've got some stuff coming up. I've already got some footage of the update. I updated the trolling motor, and I updated the graphs, and I've got that footage that'll be ready to put out, and gonna have
GoPro, stop
more
capturing.
content coming to you. So thanks for watching, and we'll see you on the water.